Hey people, Serhat here. Have a good day, good morning, good evening. I don't know which time zone you are, but I'm in this time zone. Today is the 2nd of April. It's a beautiful day. It's, by the way, the angel number 4222. And this is a beautiful message because I just checked it with the Google Home. So let's check together and then I will dig into the reading. Hey Google, what does angel number 4222 mean?
On the website angelnumbersmeaning.com, they say, angel number 4222 is a symbol of your future happiness, but things will go in the right direction only if you follow the advice sent by your angels. Angel numbers do not only help, but a warning that you will continue living in the dark until you discover the forces of the universe and let them enlighten you.
Do you see the candle is flicking? This is because spirit is here and angels. The window is closed. By the way, no? I felt today called to. I just see the left ringing. It's happening again. Goosebumps, water, Google, me, hey. So I felt called to do to use the psychic tarot deck, and then I will clarify with my tarot cards. But this message here, just like, listen to your inner guidance, ask questions, think out loud, speak out your truth, and see what's happening in your reality. Like, you have no clue how many times I've been like, I'm just talking to my angels, like, especially during quarantine, because I'm here in this studio apartment, flat, living room, gym, office, Batman cave, kitchen, bed. Like, I do here everything, and I'm so in alignment with that because it's just like my sanctuary place with no other energies. Like with my sage and just like cleansing and here with you guys and what's happening in your reality. See what kind of numbers you see. Google. Okay, sorry, the connection was gone. 222, by the way. Ask your angels. See what kind of numbers you see, what kind of sequences. Even if someone starts following you on Instagram, go on his profile of this person, especially if you see divine numbers as like 22 minutes ago, 33 minutes ago, or 222, and see how many people are following this person. Like, see if you can see any numbers that stand out to your eyes, to your intuition, and Google this number. This is like, those people are sent to your energy field because I think angels and the universe and law of attraction has so much more control, and it's so much easier for universe to bring algorithm into alignment with your path rather than people, because algorithm is something from the internet. It's energy. It's just like connections and whatever happening there, like in the bigger picture. I don't know. Something is happening there. And it's the same thing with like the people in co-creation. But I think it's much more faster to come into my reality when it's about the algorithm or the internet and seeing their sequences, like following pages on Instagram. Instagram is my sanctuary place for real people. Like, I follow just pages that inspire me, that bring me up. It's like the opposite of Tumblr. Like, I used to have, just like, it depends on what kind of intention you have for Tumblr. But do you remember those Tumblr blogs? I had Tumblr, and I still have this blog. Everything was black, white, like depressed, negative thoughts, and just like being in the cycle of going downwards. But like, there's also Tumblr blogs that create the different, or create sexuality, or whatever intention is behind the person who creates this blog. But for me, in Instagram, I follow like hashtags 444, and I always see number sequences, especially then when I need them the most. I just felt called to talk about that. I don't even know why. Maybe the one or the other needed to hear, because sometimes we are even scared or afraid to unfollow certain people, so to put them on mute because we don't want them anymore in our energy field. But you don't have to be afraid for standing in your truth, honey, bro. You don't have to be afraid for unfollowing people who do not inspire you and who not making you feel good. Like, I mean, you can even put them on mute, and then if you feel like aligned again with unmuting them, unmute them, like, for real. Okay, yeah, ask your angels, ask your signs, and see what's happening, and then Google it. Make, like, it's so easy to have this. Okay, this is no product placement. No, it's just like so easy to have a device that you can speak to and then receive directly the information, because sometimes you're so lazy to type this into Google, like angel number blah 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 meaning. I've been doing that for months before I realized that I can actually ask this beautiful device. But this one, I have it like for 2 months now or something, or 3. I don't want to lie. But yeah, what's today's message for the collective spirit? The waiting game between upwards and reverse. A lot of people are, the thing is like, don't say I'm waiting. This is not your energy. This is not the word that we use in our spells. We don't cast spells like Sabrina, or like we do that, but not in Latin language, like in whatever language we prefer. I prefer English because I feel like English is the language of angels. But I do know, like, spirits, angel, like the language of angels, actually frequency. I know spirit, thank you. But like, it's more like, for my ego, it's so much easier to speak English and see like English. I don't know, because like saying gratitude in English sounds so much better for me as a vibration when I say it in German in comparison. But however, waiting game number 2. We don't say we're waiting. We don't cast spells with the word waiting. We substitute waiting with welcoming people. This is our reality. This is like ego, higher self. Ego is like, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. And then you will put you more into this vibration of waiting. I don't even understand. I feel like the author of this deck used the waiting game as like also to symbolize, you put yourself into this jar, into this hourglass, because you're this tree, and a tree just grows. A tree doesn't wait to grow. A tree just grows with the flow. And this is like what you have to, like, by saying I'm waiting, you create yourself these borders where you start waiting, where you put yourself even more into waiting. That's why we substitute waiting with the welcoming game. And now you see this whole glass is falling apart and the tree is unfolding itself. And this is what's happening to you right now. Say it with me. I am welcoming my blessings. I am welcoming and receiving my abundance in all kind of forms and shapes, because I'm more than enough, because I deserve, because I am worthy to receive these gifts. Yo, like for real. This waiting game is created by the ego, people. Oh, I'm waiting. Oh, no. You're not waiting. You're welcoming. And see how everything unfolds beautifully in divine guidance for your perfect highest good. Unexpected miracles are already there in another reality. So that's why we don't even use this word waiting. Because when you say waiting, we live in this multi-dimensional reality. This reality is one of a billion realities, because maybe someone sees this tomorrow, maybe someone sees this right now, maybe someone sees this in 2 years. Maybe someone sees this in his timeline in YouTube and recommendation, because it's a synchronicity with their reality, and they feel like, I need to watch this video. I don't know why, but my intuition and my guides are telling me that. And then they actually are receiving this message of the waiting game, and they realize, oh my God, I've been saying like, I'm waiting for this one crush that comes into my life. I've been waiting for my twin flame. I've been waiting for my money. I've been waiting for this job opportunity. And I've been putting myself into this waiting game. Because when you say waiting, you block all the other multi-dimensional realities, parallel realities from your timeline, where you actually already received this thing that you've been waiting for, this thing that you are welcoming. That's why we say we're welcoming, because welcoming creates this vibration of the other multi-dimensional realities where you already have, where you already welcomed these blessings, these miracles, this abundance. This is why we don't use wait. I'm not a person that waits for someone or something. Honey, no. Bro, no. Like, there was this one time where I was riding with a hookup that was on the way to my place. My hookup was like, yeah, you can wait for me. And I was like, honey, no, I'm not waiting for anyone or anything. I welcome you, but I'm not waiting for anyone or anything in my life. Just to speak here my truth. I'm not a person that waits, and I will not put myself into this vibration of waiting. I put myself consciously into this vibration of welcoming. And if something wants to come, or something is divinely guided to come into my life because I welcome it for my highest good, then you're free to come. But if something doesn't want to come in a way of source sees a better thing that's coming, then it's not meant to be, and I'm fine with that. But I don't put myself into this position of waiting game, because this will just create your own limitations, thought patterns that limits you and blocks other realities where you already have this thing that you've been welcoming. Period. 11:1. Like, there's nothing to discuss by that. Sometimes, this is the thing, sometimes I'm so I don't want to say afraid, but sometimes it's so challenging to talk to my surroundings or to talk to people, because I hear their words that they are using, and I am aware, I see the essence. I know it's conditioning. I know it's not their intention. I know it's not their like conscious, but I feel like when I talk sometimes to people, and I'm aware of what kind of words they're using to describe their life or their situation, I'm just like, I don't know where to even start with light work, because I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to put this into my vibration. I have to block this out. I don't even want to sound like egocentric or something. It's not about like talking other people down or anything like that. Like, for real, I come from this place where I was waiting. I come from this place where I was using words that actually created this vibration of lowering myself down unconsciously, non-intentionally, maybe even sometimes consciously, maybe even sometimes I knew I was talking about some shit about my life, but yet I was not aware of that it actually creates the reality. However, sometimes, oh my god, why is my nose so, wait. Ooh, like I feel like something wants to come out. I don't know what's the vibration here right now, but there's so much that wants to come out right now. Thank you for your patience. So what I wanted to say is, sometimes I'm like with people, and it's so challenging to listen to their story because they're using these words, and I'm just like, I mean, for my friends, when I'm talking to my friends, because they sit at my table, I try to be always spreading my light and be like, yo, like, you're not waiting, you already have it, you already welcome it. You welcome it, don't say waiting, welcome it. You already have it in another reality. And with surroundings, I try to be that. Sometimes it's challenging because I'm afraid to hurt them, or I'm afraid to I don't know, sometimes I'm just like scared to shine with my light, you know? This is why I try to work more being authentic. And sometimes it's draining, because sometimes, you know, it's like you see this house a little bit of burning, or there's this little spot on this house that might be potential to start for everything to start to burn. And then you're like, okay, I want to put their water, and I want to like heal that. I want to like making them aware of that there's this one corner, but they didn't even ask me for doing that. They didn't even ask me for like helping them. And sometimes it's like I spread my truth and I shine with my light. I'm like, yo, you don't have to wait. You don't have to, like, you can just like welcome that. You already have it in another reality. Quantum physics is real, and this is like this and this and this. And then it's like their answer and response being like feeling like in an argument or something, and trying to discuss with me that I'm not talking the truth about like spirituality and stuff, and like, you know, it's like not being aware for them because they're conditioned still, or they're like but you know, it's like, okay, dude, what are you trying to tell you now? You right now you're separating yourself from the people. Like, this is also some ego, but this is not from a judgmental point of view. I'm not saying like this is this and this and this. It's just like trying to speak out of a fact, because fact based, because I come from this place where I was as well conditioned and said like waiting game, or like my life is shitty, or like having a Tumblr blog with negative thoughts, suicidal thoughts, darkness, like for real. Like I'm telling the truth, you know? And it's just like, yeah, however, like let go of the Serhat. I feel like the one or the other knows what I'm trying to say. It's like if someone doesn't ask you for their help, for your help, then it's so much harder to talk with them and trying to help them. It's so much more challenging. I say not harder, it's challenging. Again, look, this is like me also being in this thing. Like sometimes I use these words as well, and then my higher self is like, no, it's not hard, it's challenging. No, it's not difficult, it's challenging. You know, it's making you to a better person. However, yeah, let's continue with the reading. What I wanted to say is, and what I want to add now as a last thing, Spirit, help me, please. It's like, it's just sometimes so draining to talk to people and try to help them and make them to a better version by you substituting the words that they're using. Yet it's my purpose, you know, and yet it's challenging for me and it makes me just to a better version. Like, trust me, I've been working in customer support, and like even in customer support, I do light work sometimes because, you know, they talk about their business and they talk them so little and be like, oh, I don't have any clients and customers and my place is not really working well, blah, 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 blah. And just like, no, in another reality, you already have it. I'm like, no, like, keep doing, keep welcoming, and blah, blah, blah. However, yeah, it's just like, it's my fault. You know, I cannot complain. It's my fault because I put myself into this position that I want to help them. Yet it's like something that I signed up for, you know? But however, let's continue with the reading. Enough talk about yourself. It's about us and you, but it's just like sometimes I try to speak about these things because maybe someone is experiencing the same thing, like from you guys, doing light work with their surroundings, but not being aware that this is actually light work, like being a light worker, transmuting energy, transmuting, substituting words for your surroundings. This makes you to an awesome psychologist, healer, holistic healer, because you hear people talking about their lives and you like seeing it from a different perspective and be like, no, you're not waiting, you're welcoming. No, you're not. It's not difficult, it's challenging. No, it's not this, it's this. No, it's not this, it's this. This is light work. This is part of being a healer. This is something that I do with my tarot card clients. Don't say words like difficult or try to avoid these words and try to listen to your higher self. That's like, no, it's challenging. It makes you to a better version. It helps you to be shaped for whatever you desire to create in your life. Another message, Spirit, for today. Like what I want to say with the waiting game, welcome it. Don't limit yourself. Welcome it. Look, this card is coming and new beginnings. And this is you. See with your feminine energy, your intuition, that's connected to source, that there are new beginnings and you co-create. But firstly, you have to internally start this co-creation by being welcoming, by being receptive, by being in a stage of receiving. I've been doing like lately, the last days, meditations to receive and connect with my root chakra to the earth. Beautiful symbolism. I just realized her foot is above the earth. It's like connect with your root chakra, because the things that you receive, like that you see, the visions, you have to ground them into this reality. You have to ground them to planet Earth. So you start co-creation. Means, for example, I receive visions of me being an international model. That's cool. That's amazing. I see this in another reality. I welcome it. Yet I have to actually connect with my physical, spiritual, mental, emotional body to the earth with my root chakra. So on the earth, someone, somehow, something, it's by the way 111, gets leaded, gets guided, consciously, unconsciously, intentionally, non-intentionally, maybe through Instagram onto my page. And apparently this person that gets guided by earth, by universe, by Gaia, by their angels, by their guides, because we're all connected. Because imagine this person maybe has an agency, maybe needs right now a specific model type that fits into their project, and like out of nowhere they find my profile and they're like, yo, this dude fits so much into our agency, and then he's a model, and oh my god, he's so cool, he's doing tarot cards, and let's write him, let's contact him. This is how co-creation works. But firstly, it has to be internally within you. You receive information, you receive guidance, you receive downloads, and then you connect to the earth. So you ground this information, you ground these ideas, you ground these possible realities that you want to create for yourself, that you're guided to see, that you're guided to create. One, 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 one. And then you receive the blessings, being a receptive stage, in a receivable stage, feminine energy. For real. For real. This is how it works. This is how co-creation works. This is how alignment, why is it called alignment? Look, this woman. Look, this tree. Like, there's some so beautiful symbolism going on here. Receiving information from, from the earth, from the source, there is a zero. From your crown chakra down, through your root, through all the other chakras, and connecting to earth. And seeing what kind of new beginnings you're manifesting into your life. This is how law of attraction also works. The way, like, at least in my reality, if it works differently in your reality and you see results, beautiful, share it with me in your comments. Like, everyone creates his own reality. Everyone has his own beliefs and thought patterns and own experience. It's just me trying to share my experience, how I interpret these cards based on my perception, based on my reality, based on what I've been through in my life, based on the results of my law of attraction. Hey, Ethan, how are you doing? Amazing. Thank you for being here. I was thinking of you, lol, but like last night when I was imagining doing this daily message. So let's continue. Like, and this is also like the tree. The tree receives information, and look, this two here, reverse is like a 7. Since I'm seeing it reverse because of the mirroring of the camera, it's like a 7, like receiving guidance from your intuition and bringing it down to your root chakra, so it grounds. But when you say I'm waiting, when you say I'm waiting for this and this and that, I'm waiting for this and this and blah 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 blah, then you're just like, you have no chance to let it root to the world. Look, the feet of this woman, and look, the roots of this tree, they're not like, this is, you're connected because you realize I have to substitute the words that I'm using to create my reality, because words are like spells. We live like in Harry Potter. We don't have Wingardium Leviosa, but we have I'm welcoming. We have I am able to receive. I am more than enough. Affirmations in whatever language you prefer. At least you have the high vibe emotion in combination with the thoughts, in combination with speaking out loud. This is how spell works. Beautiful symbolism. I'm super fine. Thank you so much for asking. Amazing. Let's clarify. I feel like I have to use the energy oracle deck, because I said tarot, I know, but let's check the energy oracle of waiting game. I told you. And it fell down to the psychic oracle, just to let you see. I feel like maybe they want a combination. And I don't know what you're telling me, Spirit, but let's check this card. Caring connections. Okay. Like, if you're waiting for someone, don't say I'm waiting for this person. Say I'm welcoming this person. Say I'm welcoming this person to be my lover. I'm welcoming this person to share their overflow in their cup with my overflow in their cup. Their happiness with my happiness. Carrying connections even to yourself, carrying connections to your feminine energy. Nurture and care yourself more. I feel like, like, this is also the most, like, as I said in the beginning, co-creation starts internally. Co-creation starts within your being. Co-creation starts how you treat yourself, how you feel for yourself. Feminine energy, new beginnings here. Look at this woman. This is a girl, honey, bro. Like, look, you have to nurture and care for yourself more. Cook yourself some good meals, nurture yourself, and welcome the things. It's like also beautiful symbolism, because the last days I've been doing that. For example, I cook myself amazing food, watch Netflix, and I ate my food, like giving myself something that my digestion receives, my physical body, and saying myself, I receive, I I welcome my blessings. I welcome my miracles. I'm more than enough. I receive my abundance in all kind of forms and shapes. Watching some good movies on the internet, on Netflix, on any streaming service that you prefer, that make me laugh, that make me feel good, that make me feel resting. Feminine energy, like not doing much with your physical body, just like being in this mood of receiving, expressing, and this vibration of being initiative, reflective upon your process. Like also like even like when I'm watching movies or when I'm on my own, I start speaking to myself out loud. I start reflecting on my process at night in the bed, not just like my daily process, also like what I achieved so far. Clap on your shoulder. This is so important. This is part of manifestation. This is part of receiving. Because if you don't receive already within your inner being, then you make it even more challenging for you to receive the blessings that are coming externally. I'm telling you. And you know, I don't say difficult, I don't say hard, because this blocks out everything. I say challenging, because challenging so you can tap more into your feminine energy and realize this is actually something so serving to me. This is actually something I've never done before. And I see like how good it makes me feel, and I'm ready to, like, I see different parts of my being and I become better to my better version. Can I ask a question? Do you believe that we should live in the present or live for the future? Beautiful question. Wow. I have to read it again. Do you believe that we should live in the present or live for the future? I think since time is something as an illusion and we live in a multi-dimensional reality, because right now you see this live stream, right? Yet you are in a different time zone. Plus, this live stream is a couple seconds above, means you hear my words that I talk right now, maybe 2 seconds later. Means I already live in the future while I'm living in the present. Means I see what I can create for myself in the future because in another reality I already have it. So I try to make everything possible in my present moment that matches to the vibration of this future reality that I'm already living and embodying in another dimension, in another timeline. Means maybe tomorrow I get this international contract of an agency, but I already have it right now because tomorrow is in the same vibration of today, because today I'm doing the same things as tomorrow that creates and shapes this reality of being an international model in a way of how I see it. So I believe you should be just in your present moment, yet have awareness and be in coherence with what you see is possible for your highest good that's already there in another timeline reality. So you can come closer and closer, yet you're already there. It's like you welcome something that you already have in another reality, and this makes you even more assured and assures you even more, confirms you even more that you already received that, what you've been waiting for. But we don't use the word waiting, we say welcoming, because you already have it in the future timeline reality. That's maybe 1 hour away, 1 day away, 1 second away, 2 weeks away, 1 year away. Our vibration creates the timeline. Our vibration creates the speed limit, creates the speed, the tempo of the attraction of this reality that we want to and desire to create. Because in quantum physics, everything is multi-dimensional realities just like placed together. And time is something beautiful, even though it's an illusion. It helps us to see synchronicities. It helps us to stick to something. It helps us to create a structure within our daily life. I don't know. This is just like what I believe in, and thank you for asking that. Maybe the one or the other can do something with this information if you feel called to, if it relates. Like everyone believes in their unique reality and their unique beliefs. Totally respect that. But since it's like my place here, my reality, and the people are knocking at my door, and I open it with kindness and love, and I try to let them see and let them make a part of what I believe in, since people are knocking at my door and wanting to know. Thank you for answering that question. So, thank you for asking. It makes me I love questions because it makes me dig deep into something and realize even maybe then different perspectives that I haven't been aware of before. Even sometimes people want to ask questions and they're afraid or scared or worried that it might sound stupid, but I believe that there are no stupid questions. It's just a stupid response or a reaction of the person that you ask. But even then, the person or the reaction of this, my higher self, is like, no, there are no stupid people. They're just playing their part. Their essence is good. They're made of source. It's just the conditioning of those people. They're not stupid. I know. Okay, let's check new beginnings, the last card as an energy, because this video is going already 30 minutes. Oh, wow. Woman holding a coin. Good look. I was talking about feminine. Look how the card fell. It fell in carrying connections like this. Woman holding a coin. It's that Queen of Pentacles. Again, taking care of yourself. Coin is earth energy. This reality of materialism, putting yourself first. Queen of Coins energy. Woman holding a coin. 42. Balancing out. Foundation of believing more in yourself, having more faith. Look, purple flowers, blooming, blossoming with your crown chakra, understanding the bigger picture. Flowers here again. Buy yourself flowers if you can too. I bought myself sometimes flowers for my own, because I was I never received flowers from a crush or something. I've never been in a relationship, in a romantic one, and I've never received flowers. So why should I not be the first person that buys herself flowers? Why not? If I don't be my biggest cheerleader, who the fuck thinks then that they're going to become my cheerleader? That they're going to become my biggest crush if I'm not the biggest crush for my own? If I don't love myself unconditionally, who the fuck else will love me unconditionally? Besides my angels and my spirit guides and source, But I'm part of source, and my ego, is this plane that my spirit is living in. My spirit loves me, yet my ego has control over what's here creating in this experience, and my ego has I have control over my ego, yet I have control over my ego, yet sometimes you're so conditioned and we don't see that we actually are able and totally allowed and entitled to spread love towards ourselves, to do loves, to actually love ourselves with the love language that we prefer. How can I expect that I will attract someone into my life that will buy me flowers, that will buy me chocolate, that will buy me this and that, if I never bought it for myself? How can I attract modeling agencies that see my potential if I don't see my potential within myself? How can I attract people who will love me, who will support me if I don't support and love myself? How? Sometimes we experience these relationships with people who are exactly acting the way of how we act towards ourselves. So we fall on our face and realize, yo, is this really how much I see my worth within me? With how this person treats me with their actions and how this person makes me feel like? This is also why I'm so grateful for the people whom's action made me feel a certain lower way, because this certain lower way of how they made me feel was just a reflection of my internal being, of how I felt and how I felt and act towards my spirit. That's why I'm so grateful for those people, because they played and embodied these puzzle pieces within my reality, where Source was like, no, Serhat, you have to love yourself unconditionally and respect yourself. And if you don't do that, we will let you experience more and more of those people who will act towards you in a way of how you act towards yourself. And this is, again, the same thing. For real, like whatever is internally happening within your being is externally just a reflection. And this awareness for myself changed so much in my life. For real. Like, besides being hurt by people and besides being challenged by people, we're not here on ego crying baby, they hurt me, blah, blah, blah. No, we're like in this whole, they challenged me and I'm grateful for this person because they make me to who I am now. And they made me and shaped me to this beautiful person that I am now. Without them, I would have not been able to preach here in front of the camera and talk about my experience and how grateful I am for those people. You know, like, life is not always rainbow and butterflies, Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. But I don't know why I had these lyrics. The spirit was like, write these lyrics. Yeah, life is not always rainbow and butterflies. But for experiencing rainbow and butterflies, you have to see the darkness. You have to go through these situations. So you actually appreciate rainbow and butterflies. Because maybe you're not even able to, maybe you haven't been even able to attract rainbow and butterflies because before that you felt like not worthy of receiving a butterfly, of seeing butterflies, of, you know, this is all something unconsciously programmed within our conditioning. But we're like an onion shedding off these layers of not matching anymore to the vibration that we create for ourselves in regards to what we feel and think and speak towards our spirit. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I have so many questions to ask you, but I'm not ready for the answers. So one day, will you be ready to answer my questions for me? This is already happening in another reality. This is so beautiful, right? This awareness of that this already happens in another reality. Be your own lover. That was so weird. The camera literally just went glitching in green. Wow. Wow. Green is always Archangel Raphael in my reality. Thank you for letting me, thank you for making me aware of that. Because green, always heart space, Archangel Raphael. At least in my reality. I don't know, maybe green sends something else for you. So thank you so much, Ethan, also for you being here. Thank you for everyone else who sees this. Thank you for being here in my reality, embodying this puzzle piece, vibing together at the table. Spread this message if you feel like, if you feel called to. Yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm already high vibing and I'm so happy. Thank you for being you. Oh, thank you for being you as well. I appreciate you guys. All the love. Bye.